your third place finisher and shifters, the 47 of Richard Seiler.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Begin Again. You know, it's been a weird season. 2022 has been very strange with all the weather and all that getting in the way. But you know, we've got just 2 or 3 races left to go. We're headed out to North Texas Kartways today. We've got a field of 7 entries. Pretty good guys. It'll be fun to see where I stack up with them because I've been practicing. So let's see what happens. Thanks for joining us. Let's go see what we get. So here's my coverage for the final race of the day. The pre-final was nothing to write home about. I qualified 3rd, finished 4th after blowing the start. And so we've got Justin on pole, Jack is 2nd, Carlos is 3rd, and here we go. And of course, I blow the start again. Really frustrating. Still have not figured out how to make a standing start with the rock. And you can see here as I go around the track in these first couple of laps, I'm missing gears, I'm not driving to the kart's potential, I'm just giving things away. And of course, in the meantime, I've got 3 guys behind me that are just chomping, trying to figure out a way to get around me. So I'm feeling that, and at the same time, I'm sitting here watching Carlos go off into the distance. Now, if you look ahead, you'll see that Jack had pulled a really great start, and he's ahead of Justin. I don't know what it is, but those two for the last 18 months or so, they just seem to find each other on the racetrack. And I think Jack manages to make better starts than Justin, and so then Justin pays for it, even though we all know Justin's actually just a little bit quicker than Jack. In the meantime, Carlos and I have started finding each other every time we go out racing. It's just like Justin and Jack, except that we're just a little bit further behind them. The thing that's great about racing with Carlos, though, he races you hard, but he races you clean, and it's just really great. I really enjoy racing with Carlos. He's a great competitor. As you can see, he's just pulling me, and I just keep making mistakes on cold tires. And about this time, I just told myself, you know what, you just need to settle down, quit worrying about the guys behind you, and just start driving decent laps for a change. Unfortunately, Ed lost it going through the chicane, so he put it in the tire barriers. He was okay, but he was obviously out of the race. So that was my nearest competitor. He was right behind me when that happened, apparently. So I knew that the pressure from behind was gone. I wasn't going to be attacked. And so now I was really able to calm down in the cockpit and start focusing on catching Carlos. As I got closer, you can see Carlos is looking over his shoulder trying to figure out where I am. But as you can see, with Carlos's kart, there was something going on there. He suddenly picked up a loose condition, and it really made his kart difficult to drive. On the other hand, my tires had come in, the kart was handling pretty decently, and so now it was just a matter of me settling in and seeing if I could put some pressure on Carlos to close the gap and eventually try to get past him. Under the brakes, the Sodi kart brakes are just amazing. I can pretty much outbrake anybody with the brakes that I've got on that kart. Really strong point of that kart. So now you can see Carlos, his kart's just dancing and sliding all over the place. Big oversteer on Carlos's part. I'm just sitting back here kind of going, probably going to get this guy. It's just a matter of time. So just very patient. And yet, he came through on that sweeper. He slid big time right there. And I had enough top end to just get around it. Now I had to put my head down because I sure didn't want to leave the door open for Carlos to get me back. And so now my focus was just drive super clean laps and just go to work. this time, if you notice, the next time they come around, Justin finally got around Jack. About the time that I passed Carlos, Justin made his move on Jack, so he's moved now into the lead. Jack's in second place, and I'm in third. Coming up on lap 11 now. Not a lot happening. I just kept driving as hard as I could because I couldn't see where Carlos was. Turns out he had faded back. The oversteer just got worse and worse on the kart. But by this time, I'm thinking about the fact that I'm in third place. I've got a legit shot. So I was looking for that white flag, and I was just sort of like, oh, come on. I just want to finish this race, because not knowing where Carlos was, I didn't want to screw up. And yet, because I didn't want to screw up, I was making all sorts of mistakes, missing gears and all that kind of stuff. But fortunately for me, and unfortunately for Carlos, I had a good enough gap on him that I didn't have to worry about the mistakes that I was making. I could just focus on driving. About here, I knew I just about brought it home. Make a good, clean exit as best as I could. Turn into the final corner and accelerate up towards the start-finish line. I was never so pleased to see a checkered flag.
What's up, Kristen?
Hey, how's it going, Derek?
Good. How are you doing? You having fun?
I'm loving it out here today. I've learned so much, but there is one thing I have not learned yet.
What's that?
Is your dad a fast driver out there on the racetrack?
Is my dad a fast driver out there on the racetrack?
Oh, hey, Derek, I have a new word for you. It's podium. Podium, like third. Yeah, third.
Third out of 3, huh? Still last.
Third out of 7.
Well, you know the old saying, every now and then a blind squirrel will still find a nut.
Better to be lucky than good. Now, unbeknownst to me, my cameraman Paul decided to go out and ask folks what they think of my driving. Here's some good examples.
So Jack, what do you think about Richard's driving?
When I see him, just bye.
Richard, who?
I love it when he gets out of my way.
What Richard are you talking about?
We try to lap him, but he's good. He's a nice guy.
Wow, what a day. This is the first podium that I've had in 32 years. And honestly, I was beginning to wonder, was I ever going to stand on the podium again? Lots of self-doubt, but today was one of those days where, yeah, I got a little bit lucky. But the fact is, stood on the podium, and I got to stand on the podium with my good friend Justin Herbesek, who is a very deserving winner. Jack McLemore finished second. He wasn't able to stand on the podium because he had a dinner appointment to go to. So it would have been nice to have been able to share that with him. But having said all of that, man, what a great day. It was super encouraging to me. I hope it was encouraging to you. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. It really helps us out. We'll see you soon.
Man, I don't know. I've never seen him.